My name is Kenya. I'm 23 years old and I have two twins, Malik and Jabril. I grew up in California, kind of part of my life story. Brought back out here to Arizona at a young age. Went through high school, then, had my kids. Got my four kids, nothing special. I would say the initial circumstance that really made me want to go to an abortion clinic is I found out that I was pregnant, and it sucks because I just found out that the dad's going to prison in a couple months, prior to me finding out that I was pregnant. So that was one thing that made me want to do something like that, because why am I going to do this for X amount of whatever length of time? I got to do it alone. Not only am I struggling with my two kids, just got fired from my job, to haven't graduated high school. And then I go to my first appointment, and then they're like, there's two of them. So I was like, wow. And I was on birth control with both of them too. So that doesn't always work, obviously, clearly. And so I ended up going to this abortion clinic, and they did a consultation and everything, and it was funny because they're the ones who told me that my pregnancy wasn't viable. Actually, it was a really sad day for me, because then again they told me that it wasn't really viable, and they're like, so, and within their same question they're like pushing on with this, do you really want to do this, or how can we accept payment, and when are we scheduling it for, or not, how do you feel about this, or do you have questions about what's going on? And then, yeah, so I was there that day. And then I remember I walked outside, and there was these pro-life people outside. And then they took me back to their little camper van thingy. And then we did an ultrasound. And then that's when I found out I was having twins. So that's what was crazy. I didn't even tell nobody at that point. It's just me who knows that. So I found it was like a roller coaster. I found out a bunch, like the abortion clinic says this might not be a viable pregnancy, to finding out that it was twins. So it was a lot. My baby daddy, he turned himself into jail 10 days before I went into preterm labor. And so I really do blame stress and depression on me going into labor early with twins, because I just had a baby about like literally a year ago at that point, almost. After he turned himself into jail, um my son ended up having a seizure. I had to take him to the hospital. My job at the time terminated me at that point. And then I ended up, a couple days later, I had went into preterm labor when I was by myself in the dark. And thank God I called 911 in time, because both of the babies weren't born breathing. So I feel like if I would have had them at home, or just prolonged something worse would have maybe happened. They had an extended NICU stay. Baby A was in there for 60 days, and baby B was in there for 50 days. Pastor Zach and everyone else at the church, they were there for me, asking me again if I need anything. They would bring the baby's gifts in the hospitals, like little blankets and stuff like that. They were still there for me and my other two children, as well as the two twins in the hospital. They were in contact with another pro-life organization, helping me get things like set up a baby registry for me. I got a lot of stuff, like for the twins, and again, my other two kids. And I don't have very much family support out here. Their dad is in jail already. So they were there as much as they could be, checking in on me again, giving me like things that I needed from all my kids, offering to come visit me in the hospital, because I know how sad and depressed I was at the time, and just always being there, open ear, checking in, seeing how my son was doing after his episode.
What did you see that caused the change of heart that specific day?
There was two of them. I mean, even if there was one of them, I was still having doubts. Like, is this something that I want to do? Because it's a permanent decision. I think that gave me a little bit of change of heart, too. That's crazy. But because I know I had other kids, and it's not even the fact that I had two other kids or any kids at all. It's still something that's alive, and something that I would have, I would have murdered, basically. you know, it makes me want to cry because I love them so much. But yeah, it could have, you know, like they could have been gone right now, or it wouldn't be a thing. But I just love them so much now. They wouldn't be here if I actually did that. And it's just like, how could I think? Why would I want to do that?